Industry. Let's go across to Prerna Baruah, our colleague who's been tracking this story for the last 5 days now. Prerna, what is the government likely to get now in terms of the first tranche of payments from the auction?
Well, Shireen, what even the minister indicated is that perhaps the telecom service providers did not have the ecosystem to even bid for the 700 megahertz band. And what we are understanding is that there is a possibility that the government will very soon revise the reserve price of the 700 megahertz band. So we are expecting the government to send back a reference to the TRAI to send in their fresh recommendations on the 700 megahertz band. This comes in from the minister, by the way, who says that perhaps there was not, ecosystem for 700 at this point in time. So clearly we saw no bids, no activity for the last 5 days in the 700 megahertz band as well as 900 megahertz band. And to see, as far as the trend shows that most of the activity were only in the 4G, band. So 1800 megahertz band, which is the 4G band, saw the highest activity, saw the highest amount of airwaves sold, about 1,174 megahertz sold there, followed by 2500 megahertz band, which is also a 4G band. However, the 3G band saw only 85 megahertz being sold. And as far as the Mumbai circle is concerned, in the 1800 megahertz band, we saw neck-to-neck fight till the very last moment. So it was Idea Cellular and Tata Tele Services who fought out to retain their 4G holdings there. So what we understand from Idea, the release that they have sent is that they've acquired, they have spent about 12,000 odd crore rupees and have acquired spectrum in the 2100 megahertz band, which is the 3G, band. So clearly indicating that perhaps it was Tata Tele who fought out till last moment to retain their spectrum holdings in the very key circle, which is the Mumbai circle, because it was in Mumbai, Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra, which will be expiring in September 2017. So very clearly, telcos did bid very cautiously. It is the first time that the auctions ended in only 5 days. So clearly, telcos were very cautious. They were, very clear that they had to bid for only the 4G bands. So clearly, we saw the largest amount of spectrum bid in the 1800 megahertz band. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Prerna, so much for that. The battle for high-speed data in India, the stakes pretty high. Okay, that's the big story of the evening. Now let's move to